Week 13 NFL predictions here. Um, Obviously, we had picks on Wednesday. Uh, John was kind of locked in, so there's that, I guess. But yeah, he got the majority. So we'll see if I can get some picks here today that we can maybe tie it up or get something going here. We're gonna go right ahead and jump into it. We're gonna jump into. We can get this one out of the way. Easily the worst game of the weekend, in my opinion. Um, the New Orleans Saints head to Miami. Um, Two bad teams, but Miami still in the hunt for a wild card spot right now. Um, so this is a every game is important for them. Mike McDaniel probably still coaching for the job. Um, Saints obviously probably want to lose so they can get some higher draft pick. But yeah, don't expect much from this game, me personally. But I'm just gonna pick who should win this game. So I'm gonna pick the Dolphins to win this game. I think their offense will just be able to work easier against the Saints. And so yeah, give me the Dolphins 24-14 at home.
All right. We'll start off with a disagreement here. Not that this one
Wow.
matters, but I just kind of want to be different here. I'm picking the Saints. The Saints kind of have a pretty good defense. I'll give them props. They played decent against the Falcons, and the Dolphins haven't played a football game, and it's been a while since they've played a football game. So I expect the Dolphins to be kind of sluggish against the Saints since they haven't played in a while. And I don't know, man. Both these teams suck, but I just the Saints are bound for a win. They've been competitive pretty much every single game they've played in, and I just think that they'll be rewarded by facing a terrible Dolphins team. Don't get me wrong, the Dolphins suck, but I don't know. I'm just picking the Saints here. Not much reasoning to it, but I'm going to say that they win 20-17.
Okay. All right. Now we move into, you could argue, the most important game of the weekend. Houston and the Texans head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. Absolutely insane implications here for the playoffs. Colts obviously coming off the Chiefs loss. Houston coming off of their Buffalo win. High stakes game. The division is within close margin for the Texans, so they need to win as many as they can, and they still have the Colts left on this schedule one more time after this game. So if it doesn't go the way that they want to tomorrow, they'll still have another chance and they'll have it at home. But they're on the road tomorrow, and I believe CJ Stroud's back. Is he back tomorrow?
Yep, you got
Yeah,
cleared.
he's back. I think you're just gonna have a little bit of a slow start coming back into the offense. Um, and the Colts, every time they've lost the two games they've lost before this, they've always bounced back the week after and played pretty well. So I think it's gonna be a close game. The Texans defense is obviously very good. Colts got to get Jonathan Taylor more involved. The coaching is kind of their weakness right now, I'd say. And coaching staff just got to make the right decisions. But I think the Colts take this one at home, 23-21. But yeah, Texans still in the wild card hunt, still in the division hunt for sure.
All right. Man, I'm gonna pick Houston this game, bro. I'm back on the Houston hype train.
Back on the train.
I've been on it all season. And I've really officially on it now that they beat the Bills, man. They're after watching that defense, it's one of the best in the league for sure. And the Colts, they've massively disappointed me throughout the last couple weeks. Blew it against the Chiefs, and they just don't look like the same team. And the Texans are probably the hottest team in the league right now after that loss to Baltimore. So I mean, I'm just going off recency bias, man, which not it's always not necessarily a good thing, but I'm gonna go with it this game. You got the hottest team versus one of the coldest teams in the NFL, so I think they'll play a factor in it. Um, and Houston's defense will also play a factor, and I
Yeah.
think they'll be able to get after Daniel Jones. And we've seen what happens to Daniel Jones when pressure is applied to him. Against the Falcons game, he didn't look very good. Against the Chiefs game, he didn't look very good when pressure was coming at him. So I got the Texans winning this one. I could see it going either way, but I just think Willie Anderson's going to have another masterclass of a performance on defense, and so I got Houston winning 27-20. I think the Colts are going to continue to slip up, and we might talk about them being a wild card team
Yeah,
pretty quickly here.
it's definitely, an option there. Okay,
Yep.
next one. Jonas Falcons head to New York to take on the Jets. Um, Gonna keep this one brief. It's Kirk Vember, baby. Um, Kirk Cousins is absolutely playing for the career, man. I mean, if he has a good little stint here in these next couple of weeks, um, that can definitely boost popularity this offseason for a team like potentially the Minnesota Vikings, who might try to get him back because JJ McCarthy freaking sucks. Um, but they're playing the Jets. I don't expect them to lose this game, just because of how bad the Jets are. But it's the Falcons, so it's a close game, I think. But I do think the Falcons win this one, 21-13 on the road. Atlanta is fighting for that division. I don't really think they'll be able to make the wild card, but they're definitely fighting for that division.
Yep, I totally agree with this one. I'm also going to keep it short. The Jets are horrible. Talked about the Jets
Yeah,
pretty
we
much
talk
all
about
year how
yeah
disgusting they are,
how they need to
and
sell the team.
the Falcons are right on the brink of out of the hunt, which is not really good. So you
Not
kind of need to
ideal.
start getting wins here. Um, but I mean, it's a good opportunity against the Jets, and the Jets are horrible, and everybody knows that. So I expect Kirk Cousins to have an average day again. I don't expect him to do anything good, but I expect the defense to continue to get after the quarterback like it's been all season, and show why they're one of the best pass rushes in the league. So I got the Falcons winning 20-14 because their offense is still very skeptical, but their defense is going to lock in.
Okay. All right. Next one, San Francisco. The Niners head to Cleveland to take on Shador Sanders. Shador Sanders making his first career home start for the Cleveland Browns. After the win against the Raiders. This was a very tempting pick for me. I was thinking about picking Cleveland in this game just because they were kind of riding out that hot streak. But then I looked over the Niners, man. They're fighting for their spot. Um, I'd say they should be more desperate than the Browns right now. They're trying to keep pace with the Seahawks and the Rams. They have the last spot in the wild card in the NFC. Now with the Lions losing on Thursday, they have a little bit more room there, but I think that they still need to keep the foot on the gas. And the Browns, this is just kind of experiment time. Now, the AFC North is kind of open right now, especially with that Ravens loss. I think any of the teams can win the division right now, but if Cleveland can win this game tomorrow, I definitely think they have a shot. But if they lose, I think it's time to just go down, start losing more of these games, get a better pick to help out Shador, if that's who you want to have. But I think it'll be a close game, close defensive game. But give me the 49ers and their experience 23-17 on the road.
Yeah. I mean, this game's kind of interesting to me. I don't think the Browns are gonna win, but I just view it as a trap game, honestly.
Yeah.
It's weird, man. I don't like Brock Purdy, bro. Brock Purdy's just
Brock Purdy played so bad, bro.
he needs more reps. He just needs to just something to change, bro. That was disgusting against the Panthers,
Yeah.
and the Panthers
Mhm.
defense isn't even all of that. But the Browns, on the other hand, um, have the defensive player of the year and the defensive rookie of the year on their team probably. They're just have a really good front seven. So I think that'll play a factor with how mediocre Brock Purdy's been playing. But I expect the Niners to still take care of business. They're one of the best teams in situational football, and they just always win games. It feels like they're always just on the right hand or right side of games. So uh, I'm still concerned for the Niners. Honestly, they're just have a lot to be proven, especially after kind of barely squeaking by the Panthers. But I am going to pick the Niners to win and the boringest game of the week because both of these offenses are just can never seem to get the ball moving down the field. So the Niners will win 14-9. I don't expect the Browns to score a
Yeah.
touchdown.
So these next three picks, I think they're pretty easy to make. So we might go a little speed around on here.
Okay.
But next up, Rams head to Carolina. Carolina played absolutely horrific against uh, a little bit mediocre 49ers team last week. They did score a touchdown, but they did not play very well. And you look over at the other side, and you have the Rams, who are arguably the best team in football. Um, the Panthers really needed to win last week if they wanted to keep um, themselves in the NFC South race, but their schedule only gets harder, and I don't know if they're going to be able to do that, especially not tomorrow. I expect the Rams to just get off to a hot start early. Bryce Young will not have a great day. Give me the Rams 28-17 on the road.
Yep. I totally agree with you. The Panthers, I've been back and forth all season, but now I'm kind of forming my final opinion on them in the sense of they just have really high highs and really low lows, and
Yeah,
they're
I don't
just a
think they're
really
a terrible team. I just don't
no,
think
they're
they're a
not,
terrible team, but
but they're
they're
just
just not.
really mid. They're just
Yeah,
nothing special. They could be good teams, they could lose to good teams, but they're just middle of the pack football team, and you're going against the Rams, who are just seem to be unstoppable at this point.
yeah,
I don't got much else to say about them. Yeah, I expect Bryce Young to have another mediocre day at quarterback like he usually does, unless it's the Falcons. He only seems to play good against the Falcons. Um, and yeah, he's not gonna be able to do anything against the Rams defense. Simple as that. So, and on the other hand, J.C. Horn's out. I think had a concussion after he got 2 interceptions against the Niners. So he's going to be a pretty big missing
yeah.
piece against Puka Nakua and Devontae Adams. So I'm gonna pick the Rams to uh, kind of I wouldn't say cement the Panthers season in the ground, but put them far out of reach, in my opinion. So I got the Rams winning 30-17.
Okay. Next one here, Arizona heads to Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay has been skidding in the recent weeks, not playing good football at all. Baker Mayfield is injured, but he will play. Looking over at Arizona, they have not been playing very well. Uh, they've been in so many close games, and I think this will be a close game. I mean, the Bucks, man, they're just not playing great. Cardinals are always in the games. They just can't finish the games. And thankfully, you got Baker Mayfield who can close the game. So even if he's injured, I think the Bucks take this one. Kind of need this one. The Bucks definitely need this game, so they're going to be more desperate. So give me the Bucks winning this one, 27-24 at home.
Wow. Um, I really want to pick the Cardinals so badly, especially after that Sunday night football game. I completely lost confidence in the Bucks, and I just think that they're just not the same team from what they were. And this Cardinals teams gets Marvin Harrison Jr. back, and I kind of think kind of similar to the Saints and Dolphins are bound to get a win. They've just been in so many close games. I guess I'll pick the Bucks because, I mean, it'd be on paper, it'd be kinda stupid of me to pick the Cardinals. I mean, they get Bucky Irving back, the Bucks do. They get a healthy Baker Mayfield, so in theory, they shouldn't have a problem. I wouldn't be surprised if they blow it, just of how bad they've been playing lately. Um, I just think this is another trap game, but I'm just gonna say the Bucks win, uh, 27-24.
Yeah. Next one of the speed round, Minnesota Vikings head to Seattle to take on the Seahawks. Max Brosmer, I'm pretty sure, is getting the start here for Minnesota due to JJ McCarthy being concussed, which I don't really think he is concussed, but um, Minnesota is absolutely in shambles. I think their season's done. And if it's not, well, then tomorrow it will be. They're heading to Seattle. Seattle's arguably top three. Their defense is so good. Um, Minnesota's defense last week against Green Bay did not play terrible. They were just put in bad situations by the offense and the special teams. Um, but they had a solid showing. Uh, but Seattle's defense is going to shut down Minnesota's offense, and Seattle's offense is just too good. Um, Sam Darnold can kind of get a little bit of a revenge game here. So give me the Seahawks winning this one at home, 31-17.
Yep. I think this one I'm gonna be real short and sweet with this one, but, Vikings starting that rookie, they also signed Desmond Ritter, so
Did they
that's
really? I didn't see
they
that.
signed Desmond Ritter. They're officially in desperation mode. Doesn't matter, if Ritter gets in the game or whoever Brosner or whatever, they're getting their butts kicked. Um, it's at Lumen
Yeah, look
Field
out.
too.
If it was at home, maybe, but no.
No, it's at Lumen Field, um, and, you're going against, uh, probably the Triple Crown winner this year at JSN, so Seahawks officially end the Vikings, underperforming season,
Yeah, extremely.
put up
Especially
35.
since Jonah picked the Vikings to win the NFC North this year.
Yeah, it's I don't we didn't neither of us picked the Bears though, bro. Like, the
Yeah, it's
Bears were
fair.
the last team I'd pick to win that division, but here we are.
Yeah.
Seahawks put up 35. They scored 28 in the first half is my prediction. It's over at halftime, so 35-10.
Might be over
JSN
at the
go
end of the first quarter, bro.
JSN goes for 200 yards against Isaiah Rodgers. He's getting cooked.
How many yards? 210?
200.
Okay. All right, next one. We got an interesting one here. Buffalo heads to Pittsburgh. Two struggling teams, I would say. Josh Allen and the Bills have not been playing very well up to as of late. Pittsburgh was in the game against the Bears last week, but obviously they had no Aaron Rodgers. Um, in Pittsburgh, tight. This is going to be a tight game. Both these teams need this game. The Bills, I think their division chances are lost because the Patriots are just playing so well, and the Patriots have such an easy schedule. Um, so the Bills just need to keep winning for a wild card spot. Pittsburgh, uh, they are very grateful that they should be grateful that the Bengals beat the Ravens because now I'm pretty sure they have now taken the lead back in the AFC North, so they definitely want to keep that. So I think it's gonna be a good game, but I like the Bills to take this one on the road. I mean, Josh Allen has to lock in. If the Bills don't win this game, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pick them again, bro. If I'm being honest,
Mm.
they have just been so unreliable this whole season. Um, and yeah, the OC needs to be gone. We've been saying that for at least a month. Got to be at least. Um, but yeah, yeah. Give me the Bills winning this one in a tight showdown with Pittsburgh, 17-14 on the road. Pittsburgh still has a chance for that division. The division is up for grabs. These last couple of weeks are going to be very important for the Steelers.
Yeah. Um, This is probably the best game on Sunday, honestly. These games kind of are pop, to be
Yeah, most of
honest.
the games kinda suck. Might be the worst week because they just give the good games for Thursday and Friday.
Yeah, I know. I will pick Pittsburgh actually to win this game. I just think from what I saw against the Bears is that they're just a consistent. They just have a consistent offense. Defense is always solid. They played alright against the Bears. My main reason why I'm picking them is Kenneth Gainwell's been balling lately.
Yeah,
Shout
bro,
out
he's on
him,
my
he's been
fantasy
balling.
point, bro. What a dog.
He's going up against the worst running defense in football, even worse than the Cowboys. So um, I think, I mean, he's going to be the X factor. He's going to get going, and you get Aaron Rodgers back, so you're going
Yeah,
to
it's
be
big
better
for
there
them.
too. So I expect them to have no problem on this just disgusting Buffalo defense. And on the other side of the spectrum, TJ Watt's going to get after Josh Allen, and I mean they're just Josh Allen's going to probably struggle once again due to his inconsistent wide receivers, which we talked about, and Joe Brady's atrocious play calling. So I got the Steelers winning 30-20.
'Kay. Next one here. Kinda have some POV games to end off, the week here, but Vegas heads to LA to take on the Chargers. Vegas obviously is hot dumpster fire at football. They suck. But keep an eye out because the Chargers this season have been known to lose to these bad teams. Um, and I'm not saying that the Chargers are going to lose this game because I don't think they lose this game. I think I have the Chargers winning this one, but this is just something to keep an eye out. Like the Chargers will just slip up so easily to these bad teams. Like when they got blown out by Jacksonville a couple weeks back, early on in the season, they lost to the Jackson Dart's first start in New York against the Giants. Um, so this might be um, this is a scary game for the Chargers. Must win for the Chargers. Obviously, the Chargers want to lock in because I'm pretty sure they have the Chiefs next week, or it's 2 weeks. They play them within the next 2 weeks in Kansas City, so they obviously want to keep uh, winning and stay ahead of Kansas City, get this division win so that they can have that for that. So yeah, give me the Chargers winning this one though, 24-10. I just don't the Raiders offense is just so bad. It would take a miracle for them to score over 20 points, I think.
Yeah. I said, I don't know if you remember, but I said that the Chargers and Raiders would split earlier this year. It was all the way back in like week 3. I predicted the Raiders to beat the Chargers. That obviously didn't work out. Now, I'm actually going to retract that statement and say that the Chargers win this game. I had such high expectations for Raiders going into this season. I expect them to be like an 8-win football team.
Yeah,
They're
we
like
did.
they're going
Yeah,
to have a number 3 overall pick or something in that ballpark. They're absolutely disgusting. Um, they're Geno Smith. It was just
it's
Geno
just
Smith
straight
has to
terrible, dude.
go. Um, I
It's
mean
time
their
to get a rookie.
defense. I mean their defense is just filled with old men like Jamal Adams. Like he's just
Yikes.
not any good.
Yeah, bad.
Um, yeah. I mean, I think that the Raiders have a actually really good chance to win this game considering the Chargers. I don't know when the last time the Chargers have played a game. They feel like I haven't watched them or seen them play in a while, so they're
Yeah, it's been a
probably going to
minute.
be a little bit cold. Um, but I'm still going to pick the Chargers to win because the Raiders are the second worst team on my power rankings at this moment behind the Titans. They're just nothing's going for Las Vegas, man. So I'm hoping
No.
that the Chargers can actually get their heads out of their butts. And actually start climbing the wild card because being a 2, if you're a 7 seed, you're kind of cooked against the Broncos. So,
Yeah, that's the
um,
last thing you want.
yeah, you're getting fried. So the Chargers are gonna win, and the most forgettable game of the weekend, probably. I'll just say they put up I'll just say it's a really, really boring game, 14-13.
'Kay. Moving on to Sunday Night Football. This was supposed to be a good game when they scheduled this. They should have flexed it, but they didn't. Denver heads to Washington to take on the Commanders. This game is just gonna be straight dumpster fire. I'm expecting straight BTA from Denver to Washington now. I think straight belt will come from the Denver Broncos defense. I don't know how many points Denver will put up, but I don't expect them to let the Commanders score more than 10. So I had the Broncos winning this one 28-10. Broncos still trying to sneak out a win and get that one seed in the AFC.
Yep, pretty straightforward. Commanders, their season's over. It's been over for a while.
Yep.
Um,
I don't know why they're
probably
still talking about having Jaden Daniels play. Like, I
I
don't know
don't
why
know.
they're doing that. I don't know why they would do that.
Yeah, their defense, underwhelming. Their offense, underwhelming, even though you could say that Jaden Daniels hasn't played, so it's not completely their fault. Um, but you're going against the Broncos, who have the best defense in the league. It's been known. Um, and their offense is actually starting to have some sort of identity now that RJ Harvey's actually getting more involved. If the Commanders want any shot at winning, they got to be able to stop this Broncos offense, which I think they could. The Broncos offense is pretty, I mean, probably like still
It's
bottom 10 in the league,
pretty
I think. It's not good at all. Um, but I mean, I don't see them. I don't see their defense outplaying Denver's defense this game. It's just not going to happen. So I have Denver winning this game. 20 to 20 to 16. This is going to be another Monday night football game that or a Sunday night football game that everybody wonders why we're having
why
this
this is on
on.
national TV.
The last few Sunday night football games have been absolutely atrocious. I don't think I've watched a single one the last few weeks.
They've
So
been pretty rough.
yeah,
All right, moving on. Last game of the week. New York Giants head to New England to take on the Patriots on Monday Night Football. Patriots hold the one seed in the AFC. The Giants, first team eliminated for playoff contention. Which, if you heard on stream on Tuesday, Jonah was was laughing at him pretty hard, pretty embarrassing. Um, Giants, man, they're getting Jackson Dart back. So what I'm gonna call this one a trap game, if I'm being honest with you. Okay. When the Giants have Jackson Dart playing, there's a different energy out there. Um, I know Cam Scadaboo's not playing, but Jackson Dart's a freaking dog. So I think they're gonna walk into New England getting pretty hyped up and ready to roll and try to uh, give New England a run for their money. However, New England, I think, is a more skilled team, better coach team, um, better quarterback right now, Drake May. Travion Henderson's a stud. Um, I think this is going to be a close game. Um, I was thinking about this, and I think New York might be the best 2-10 team I've ever seen. Um, they're just in these games. Like last week against the Lions, they were scoring like crazy. But it ultimately came down to coaching decisions and didn't work out. Um, but yeah, I have the Patriots winning this one, keeping their one seed. I have them winning this one 27-21. Um, Giants just get a high draft pick, bro. That's all I gotta say about that one.
yep. Um, I can't pick the Giants, bro. I just Alright, I'm gonna pick the Patriots to win, but I have just a feeling that the Giants are gonna win this game, bro. I just do.
Trap game, man. It's a trap game.
I know. I mean, the
History says the
Giants,
Giants own the Patriots. History tells you that.
yeah, but I mean, this Patriots team is just I mean, it's pretty unreal. I mean, you got the MVP, or you got, I mean, the front runner at this moment, Drake May at quarterback. And your defense is just always elite. I think if the Giants want any shot at this game, you got to get the ball to Wandale Robinson because he's their only weapon. I don't care
Mhm.
about David Bellinger. I don't care about Theo Johnson. They both suck. Wandale
Yeah.
Robinson's your only
Wan'Dale
X factor
Robinson's
on
a
the team,
stud.
and you're going up against the best cornerback in football, in my opinion, in Gonzalez. He is the new version of Darrell Revis. He put him on an island. He locks up anybody. You don't have to double cover him at all. So I think that going into this game, Christian Gonzalez is going to lock up Wandale Robinson, and he's going to take away Jackson Dart's first read. And I think because of that, New England's pass rush is going to get home. I don't expect the Giants to run the ball. Run games kind of stinks. Tracy's been disappointing, to say the least. So, and their defense, they don't even get me started on their defense. Their defense, just got their defensive coordinator
Yep.
fired
Fire
for
coordinator for a
um,
reason.
blowing the most amount of, or 5 leads, which is the most amount in the NFL. Their defense, I was completely wrong about their defense is disgustingly bad. So New England, will be 11-2, which I never thought would be
Yeah,
possible.
didn't see that one coming.
I didn't even expect them to make the playoffs, so there's that. So New England's gonna still be the 1 seed. They're taking down the Giants,
Yep.
and with a score of 23-9. I don't expect the Giants to score a touchdown because who's on their offense besides Jackson Dart?
Yep. All right, boys, that's all we got. Remember, guys, next week rebrand video will come out for that probably next week. But yeah, I don't think I have anything else left. If you do,
No, I don't. What was I gonna say? Oh, coming up, we're gonna be taking a short break, but Christmas is probably we're getting probably the most videos out for
yeah, we're
Christmas.
gonna we're gonna try to get one out as many
Ev
as we can. But yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna be announcing
Christmas
a
is gonna
little
be wild, and
new.
that's like what, 3 weeks away from now? Break
Yep.
is.
So
So,
yeah, we'll have a new series coming out. We'll post some videos about that this coming week or two. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.